Hey, it's Jury Appreciation Week, and Bridget is outside with more on why the county is saying thank you to people who serve on our juries.
There you go. Hi, Bridget.
Just curious, you guys, either of you served on a jury lately?
I was kicked off.
They don't allow me on.
You were both. I was kicked off too.
Yeah.
They don't want us on these juries,
No, they don't
but
want
they do
reporters
want
and
you at
stuff.
home on the jury, and that's why they have Jury Appreciation Week. In fact, if you were serving this week, you would have gotten snacks, I'm told, and prizes, because it is Jury Appreciation Week. All right, with us this morning, we have the Honorable David Gill, Superior Court Judge, also, of course, County Supervisor Ron Roberts, and from the Air Pollution Control District, we have Robert Card. You go by Bob. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen. All right, let's talk about Jury Appreciation Week. Why is it so important to show appreciation to jurors?
Well, as I tell the jurors each morning when they report for jury duty, they will be the most important people in the courtroom. But I think in a busy justice system like ours, they may feel that we're taking them for granted, or they get sort of lost in the shuffle. They're part of 300 or 400 people down the jury lounge, and they get sent up to a courtroom, and they may be kept waiting out in the hallway for a few minutes. And so I think we need to reinforce the notion that indeed they are the most important people. They're going to, we hope, resolve a dispute that's been simmering for some time, and we haven't been able to resolve.
And you have a new system that you're working with that makes, when you serve on a jury, the time could be shorter for you.
Well, it's one trial or one day. Fortunately, most people reverse that, so they think they seize on the one day and they forget the one trial. But basically, it's one trial or one day. And when I started out, I've been on the court for 37 years. When I started out, you were on the hook for 30 days, 60 days, 10 days, a long time. So that's worked out very well from the public standpoint, I think.
And just real quick before we get to you, Supervisor Roberts, a lot of people ask, well, you know, I get this in the mail all the time. Why am I always called to jury duty? And then my neighbor, he never gets one of these things.
I say blame it on the computer. It's an entirely random selection, but the one trial or one day system does require us to summons more people, have more people on board in the courthouse, and of course just the growth in volume. San Diego's grown, the justice system has had to respond to that growth.
Yeah, and Supervisor Roberts, now I know people got prizes and they got all kinds of fun stuff this week, but they still get something if they report for jury duty coming up. What are you doing with the Air Pollution Control District?
First of all, one of the special things that we do, we've got a partnership. And when I say we, the Public Transit, MTS, has a partnership with the courts. And we provide passes for the jurors. A lot of jurors get called in, you know, parking downtown and getting in and out of downtown. They're kind of a little bit, you know, they're not as familiar with the whole operation, and it's expensive to park. What we do, MTS provides basically a free pass that they can use to get back and forth.
Well, now show us what you brought. You brought a visual to show us why we're
not
doing
not only do they get a free pass, they're helping to clean up the air. If this were gasoline and it's a quarter gallon, the amount of CO2 it would produce, if you burned a quarter gallon in your car, those balloons over there show you how much air pollution, CO2 would be produced, CO2 and other things that are bad for you, by this small amount of gasoline.
And we're talking about all the people that come down for jury duty. That's a lot of balloons, isn't it, Judge?
Absolutely.
That's a lot of balloons.
All right. Well, great partnership there, and thanks for thanking those who go to jury duty.
Thank you.
We do appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming in, gentlemen.
Thank you.